But I mean, gentlemen, do you, by chance, any of you know a certain Taufik Maya? Were you born when Taufik Maya started playing table tennis?
I only heard.
Taufik Maya.
The name is familiar.
He's close to 50, and he beat a young lad 3 straight sets today. 3 straight. Taufik Maya. So, please, if you are missing out on what is going on.
Also, I know they die.
Oh, all the old men in the hall gave him a standing ovation at the end of the game.
He's close to 50.
He was taking it easy.
And he beats a
young teenager, a young boy.
His grandson or his
beat him
young son.
3 straight. So if you have been missing out on what is going on.
If you haven't, for any reason, been to the Lagos International Table Tennis Classics, currently holding at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, you are missing
big time.
Big time.
Big time. Dumnodi, what are we expecting tomorrow?
For tomorrow, likely going to be expecting the knockout phase of the juniors, the junior event, where it's, of course, it's dominated by Nigerian, at least 16 men, and for the women it's 8. They'll be going into the knockout phases begin tomorrow. So it's going to be another exciting one. I want to see these young ones play. That is where people will see the future.
I brought the picture of Shanko yesterday. Yes. They call him Shanko. That small lad that was doing amazing things.
That's the future. That's the future of African or Nigerian tennis. By extension, African tennis, table tennis. So I want to see what those young lads have up their sleeves. I want to see what kind of tennis because theirs is going to be exciting. You see all manners of skills, all manners of matching.
Table tennis at the purest
level. You know this one. You don't have
not diluted.
They just
play for the fun and enjoy themselves.
So I want to see what kind of excitement they will bring to the fans, like we saw today when you have the old guys, the professionals, the big guns,
the big guns and the big girls,
comforting themselves. So tomorrow is going to be for the young, for the junior, even the doubles too. So I want to see what I want to watch some of those things because there are a lot of people who will be mentioned at that tournament. Some journalists are saying this guy watch out for this guy, this guy watch out for this guy, this guy. Some came with their personal coaches. Some, like people will say, do we have table tennis club? It was at this tournament I know that we have a lot of table tennis club. Unless because maybe we paid little emphasis on the fact that table tennis is one of those sports that we can take back to the grassroots.
So table tennis is back, and I hope it stays, and so that Nigeria can also return to that pride of place. We used to be very dominant in Africa so that Nigeria can return to those glory days. Let's bring you into all that we've been doing so far on Sports Tonight by way of feedback and allow you to talk to us via our feedback mechanism. Those are showing on your screen. The feedback mechanisms are showing on your screen. Please take advantage of all of that and talk to us on the show tonight. We'll read your comments real time. As we go on Sports Tonight. So please take advantage of our Facebook, our Twitter accounts, and we will let you know exactly what you are saying. We'll tell the whole world exactly what you have at the back of your mind. We'll go on a break now, very quickly. But during the break, we'll be listening to the president of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Solomon Ogba, and former Nigerian athlete Yusuf Ali, and they're talking about the junior championship that will be taking place in Mauritius in a bid to ensuring that we stop what we've been doing in the past of going to tournaments like this. Tunde, you raised it the other time, with those who are not supposed to be there. Today, the AFN expect about 9 athletes, I'm told, for having
not eligible to
differences. Discrepancies, don't say over age. Age discrepancy. I mean, the age that you have somewhere is different from the age that
you have.
Eligible. Discrepancy.
Let's put it mildly. They are not eligible.
They were dropped for not being eligible to participate. So we'll bring you the interview with Solomon Ogba, AFN president, and of course Yusuf Ali, former Nigerian athlete, who is also a technical consultant with the AFN.
We'll team going to Mauritius. From 35 athletes, we reduced them to 26. You know why we did that? We discovered that many of them, their ages are not the true ages. Somebody can be 21, his age can be 20, and the real age will be like 34. And for training, there's a limit you can go. So no matter what training you give the person, he cannot give you output of more than 45% because of the age. Because you are training somebody for youth, because youth have their own program or junior, and the person is actually a man. So it will be counterproductive. So we took time to say, okay, this person, with the person who have done National Sport Festival in 2004, what are you doing in junior? No. Whether you have passport or not, you are not going to be part of our team. Let us go there and not win. But we know that we have a crop of young people we can focus on. And if we focus on the young people, the result will show in 2 years. I need to discuss with the minister to agree on the whole city. For now, I think there are 3 cities who are bidding: Lagos, Calabar, Warri. For Lagos too, for them to hold, they must change that track. Yeah. And now, not only the track, they don't even have a warm-up track. Yes. So what we can do, we can use the main bowl as warm-up and use the carts to drive them in. So, and I think Nigeria will be ready. We'll have a lot of athletes who can really,
When it comes to age group competition, I think we normally do well because at that age we can beat some other people. But I think past the junior competition, because if you dwell too much on your junior, then the senior will be nothing to talk to them about. Sure, of age cheats. I think we should not worry about them winning per se, but to compete. When they compete, then you now work on them for the future. But if you want to just win, that means you're going there to cheat. I mean, using it by age. But because at this level, if you want to compare with the rest of the world, we shouldn't be that good in the junior competition because we don't have a very good base. But the issue of junior, we just go there to compete, learn some few lessons, then they come back, they will be exposed, then they will start doing well.
All right, so those are the words of Solomon Ogba, President, Athletic Federation of Nigeria, and of course Yusuf Ali, technical consultant to the AF. And I think I want to go with them. I agree with what they've said. I mean, if you are getting results at all costs at this level, you can't sustain it. And that has been our bane in the past. And I hope that this helps us, because we've said a lot about the fact that no blessing, no medal. That should change. No blessing, we should have a lot of other young athletes coming up who can push Blessing and complement what Blessing is doing and have plenty of medals to show for our efforts. A country of 150 million people shouldn't be reliant on just one athlete all the time at international events. We should get our structures right and produce these guys at plenty.
That's why support like this should be taken back in the schools. Simple. That is where you can do the monitoring of ages. When they charge it in SS2, we used to call it the class 5. You can monitor, you can track the ages if you have genuine. But when you don't take it to the school, you take it to just normal tournament. How do you track the ages of these people?
The schools don't have play fields anymore, don't have tracks anymore.
In Lagos, let's just give the benefit of that. Some states in Nigeria, they have the field because they have the. But they have the how many do you have? You give a land for a school. What you have is just seesaw and some other swings. You don't have pitchy.
Even the ones that are supposed to be legacy schools. One of the former schools I went is in Obanikoru there. One of their basketball pitch, I think their basketball court, I think there's a borehole in the middle now. Another their football.
It's not a
their football pitch, I think they've cut part of it out for an Introtech lab or something.
So no more football.
So I mean, they're just butchering
the sports field and destroying the future of these little kids.
They used to play cricket in that school before.
Taking over. They have a shopping mall there now.
There's a particular school in my area. It's called the Montessori School.
Last time I checked.
The school does not. It's just face me and face you. It's on my street.
Anyway, we can go on and on and on and talk about
Afro basketball updates. Nigeria is tearing apart the Central African Republic. It's now 58-39 in the second quarter. Nigeria is leading quite comfortably, if I may add. But you know, this is a very fast game. It can change at any point in time.
How many points did now? You said
59-13. It is now 59-39. I beg your pardon.
That's 20 points lead. Yeah, that's 20 points lead. As you can see, it's live. And you can see on your screen, Nigeria blowing away Central Africa. But that is how it should be. The Tigers should devour their opponents. And that's what these guys are doing right now. I'm so happy. This is basketball. But this is how it should be. I don't think we should lose this 19-point lead. I think we should build on it. And that will see us qualify for the quarterfinals. Don't forget what is at stake at the Afro Basketball Championship. 3 tickets for Africa to the World Championship. And it means if you make it to the quarterfinals and make it to the semis, you're getting closer to winning a ticket to the World Championship that will be taking place in Spain. All right, so that's the good news coming through. And before Champions League, just to update you, the games are all over now. All the games lined up for today are all over. Arsenal have done the business. They won 3-0 away from home. They won 2-0 at home. They qualified 5-0 on goals aggregate. Aaron Ramsey with the 2 goals for the Gunners. Other results, Austria Vienna lost at home 2-3 to Dinamo Zagreb. Basel beat PFC Ludogorets by 2-0, and I think that was good enough for Basel to go through. Legia Warsaw played a 2-2 draw with Steaua Bucharest. I think Stuart going through in that one. And then we have Paul Saloniki losing 2-3 to Schalke. And Schalke going through. The results once again, let me just run through for you. Arsenal 2-0 over Fenerbahce. Arsenal go through. Austria Vienna losing at home to Dinamo Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb going through. Basel 2-0 over FC Ludogorets. Basel going through. Legia Warsaw 2-2 with Steaua Bucharest. Bucharest going through. And Schalke 2-3 winners away from home. Schalke going through. They all go into the draw for the group phase that will be taking place later this week. And there are going to be games tomorrow as well. We'll talk about those ones tomorrow. We'll update you, of course, as those games are going on. Let's close the show. Talk about US Open. Top seeds doing well. Rafael Nadal, Serena Williams, even Venus, that has been losing out games anyhow these days, looks like she's beginning to wake up on the right side of the bed.
Still early days. Only maybe Kei Nishikori, the Japanese, the top, at least one of the high profile for now. But the other guys are still pulling their weight. We are likely going to see some kind of upset as we move on into in the second round, because if you can, this is the US Open, and even though we say, I'm not particularly about the men. The men, you still know who and who will go through. But the women, you can just Kirsten Flip can go to the semi-final of the Wimbledon, but she cashed out in the first round at this tournament. So you can expect a greater upset at the women event than even the men.
All right, let me read a few comments on Twitter before we close the show, and we'll leave you with Rafael Nadal and Serena Williams, what they're saying after going through in their first games. I start with this one. It says, Hilary Ndimele, no matter the mind games Malawi wants to play, there will be no hiding place for them on the 7th of September. That's what I think as well, that whatever is happening, the NFF should make sure Keshi and the boys are focused and they do the business on the 7th of September. Kevin Amata says, Malawi are just trying to enjoy their day in the limelight. They are creating an alibi because they will lose badly to the Super Eagles. And he says, Malawi must fall. That reminds me, we must start our Malawi must fall campaign in the next couple of days, maybe on Monday. That will be countdown to the game. So Malawi must fall campaign will begin.
Nigeria must qualify, please.
No. It's still Malawi must fall first. Then Nigeria must qualify the last round of games. So let's Malawi fall. By the time our opponents are falling by the wayside, then we are qualifying. So that's the message. And Obizenas, our good friend, says, sincerely speaking, I'm watching the D Tigers. They're fantastic. Stan Okoye, my man of the match. Can't wait to see them get to the final. Stan Okoye.
And see them come to Nigeria for once.
Yeah, stand by. Yes, they were in Nigeria. They were in Abuja before going to Cote d'Ivoire. There was a presentation in Abuja. They all came down. So those guys, Tunde and Dum Nodida, I've always said that these guys do not even know what Nigeria looks like. Those guys came to Abuja.
Some people argue that Abuja is not Nigeria.
Where is Abuja?
Abuja is the
federal capital.
Abuja is a bit more sanitized.
Abuja is the center of Nigeria.
Make them go worry.
Is the new Nigeria.
Make them go worry.
Worry is
make them go PH. Make them call Lagos.
Okay, all right. Okay, I think we have to close the show on that note. And of course, say a very big thank you to you for watching. So we'll leave you with the voice of Rafael Nadal and Serena Williams and ask you to enjoy the rest of the night. Bye-bye now.